So I got into digital art because I wanted to make video games. And so I've been sculpting on this channel for quite some time now with the intent of using the skills that I learned to make video games. I've posted a few videos, or I had tried to post a few videos on this channel about video games, video game devlogs, things like that. I'm just making like some simple recreations of some Atari games and things like that. But it didn't do really well. And I think this may be because you hear a lot about if you change the direction of your channel, YouTube doesn't know what your audience is any longer. And so then they try and recommend it to just a few people. But since your audience isn't really interested in it and they don't watch it, YouTube stops recommending it. This channel really has become kind of my sculpting channel, my channel where I do just really that kind of art style. And so it doesn't fit well in the game dev arena. So I have another channel. It's called Developing Woot. Link in the description if you want to follow along there. But this boat is what I'm modeling for my first game that I'm going to actually release. It's going to be a hyper casual game, kind of about kind of like an endless runner, but with a boat. I'll get into some more details over on my other channel, on my first video that I post out there. But I just wanted to kind of give you guys a heads up and let you know that if I'm not posting here, it may be because I'm posting over there. If game dev and devlogs is something that you're interested in, like you've watched that content and you like it on other channels, then why don't you head over there and subscribe there as well. You know, follow along as I create this first commercial release game. I have a nice idea for my intro video about how I'm going to motivate myself and keep myself motivated to release the first game, because honestly, motivation is like, I think, a big challenge for all of us when it comes to personal projects and hobbies like these things are for me. I don't think indie game dev is a career for me. I enjoy writing code. That's what I do. Indie game dev gives me the opportunity to learn some new skills and expand my horizons and develop myself in a different way than what I do normally writing code. I also have found, like in the few games that I have developed, that some of the things that I learn from a game dev programming standpoint and like developing in that regard, I'm able to take to my daily job and be able to utilize that there as well, which is kind of cool. I didn't really think that those skills, I mean, I knew the development I did would translate well to writing code for games, but I didn't really anticipate that writing code for games could actually help me in my day job as a developer, just in how I approach, different things and stuff. Because, when it comes to game dev, one of the things that is absolutely crucial is utilization of resources. Games are such resource hogs, and whereas I'm always concerned about resource usage and things like that when you're developing apps, it's on another level for game dev. And so some of the things that I've learned about resource management for game devs, I was able to take that and use that in my regular daily job. So that was kind of cool, and I didn't really anticipate that. So anyway, I decided to model this. This is my first little character. When it came to how I was going to kind of plan out this project, I really strived to create a good plan of action, and have a clear idea of what my end goal was so that I kind of avoid scope creep, but also have a good plan, understand what kind of art style I'm going for, what my color palette's going to be, those kinds of things, because, sometimes you get into the analysis paralysis kind of situation. And if you don't make those decisions up front, then later on down the road, you're trying to make those decisions, you can't make up your mind, and then a project just stalls. So that was one of the things that I wanted to do up front. Another thing is, if I keep the scope small, that means the finish line is much sooner. And so I can complete the game in a sprint as opposed to a marathon. For those of you that are developers out there, you might have been thinking a coding sprint, but no, I'm not really talking about a coding sprint. More just in the, I can work really hard for a short period of time and knock it out, as opposed to, if you're creating your dream game that has massive feature sets and things like that, you're going to have to be working on that for a long time. And burnout is a real potential in that regard. So I wanted to try and avoid that. I tried a couple of different approaches to modeling a boat. I tried like some weird box modeling and stuff like that. But eventually I found that like just adding a bunch of loops to it and then using the proportional editing tool and Blender and kind of getting the shape I wanted kind of gave me the best look that I wanted. And then also going into it, having a set color palette, I think it kind of created like a really cute little boat that I think will appeal or has a good range of appeal in terms of, people are going to look at it and say, oh, that's cute. I want to play that game. And so that was kind of my objective here. So I just wanted to give you a heads up. If I'm not posting here, I may be posting on that other channel. Feel free to hop over there and take a look again if that's something that you're interested in. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.